Hello and happy Friday. So today I want to talk about defining ourselves outside of our roles. And in a world that, we live in, most people are defining themselves by what they do instead of who they actually are. So when somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, most of us oftentimes either talk about the actual job that we're in or a role that we play, such as a caregiver, a mother, a wife. Um, this can even be like a teacher, a coach, any of those things that we really define ourselves by. And I think that these roles are important. They don't tell the full picture of who we are, and you exist before your roles. And you'll keep on evolving beyond them. So the problem is when we define ourselves only by our roles, we kind of lose that deeper connection within ourselves. So today I want to challenge you who you are outside of your roles. And I have a couple questions that you can ask yourself that will help you get a clearer picture of if you're really defining yourself by your roles and kind of hopefully expanding your mind to look at what you are outside of them. So if your identity feels deeply tied to a role like being a mom, a career professional, or a partner, take a moment to reflect on these questions. The first one is, if this role were taken away, who would I be? Do I feel lost without this title? And I think that this is a very good one. While I am not a mother, I could see how that role, if you didn't define yourself in some way by it, could feel a little lost, right? I think that when I view people that have children, and I can understand like the mother aspect of it, so many mothers, they take on that role so deeply, and I think that that's amazing, but I do think that there can be like losing yourself in it in a way, and really not knowing, like I hear sometimes when children grow up and move out of the house, it's almost like the females are like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like you're so focused on caring for something, you're like, give me grandchildren or give me something, like I'll take care of something, or we end up a lot of women have more kids later in life. It's like it's almost like that's so ingrained in like that responsibility piece. And so I think that this is a really good one for a lot of people to sit with and really think about. And the next one is, what part of me have I ignored or set aside because of this role? That one's really good for so many of us. How many people have put aside things that they love because of life or a role that happens, either a job, becoming a wife, becoming a mom, taking a new career. Um, that one's so good. Next one. What do I love, enjoy, or feel drawn to outside of this role? And are you expressing that? Are you doing that? Or do you just you're drawn to it, but you're like, maybe when there's like a future setup that's like, I'll do it then. And and the reality is, like, we really can't predict the future or what's going to happen. So if there's something that you love, enjoy, and feel drawn to, I think it's so important to incorporate that in our life if we can. Have I allowed this role to define my worth? That's a really good one as well. So these questions aren't meant to diminish the importance of your role whatsoever. They're just meant to expand your awareness of yourself beyond that role that they play. So let's talk about defining yourself and who you are at your core. So now that we've kind of reflected on some really important questions, let's start reclaiming who you actually are. Instead of defining yourself by what you do, start defining yourself by what you love, value, and embody. So here are some questions to ask yourself. What are my core values? And these are not just what you think they should be, it's what truly matters to you. What lights me up and excites me, even if it's small? How would I describe myself if I wasn't allowed to mention my job, relationship, or family roles? What hobbies, passions, or dreams have I set aside? And these are great journal, like thought work questions that you can like sit and think about for a while, or, even if you have 10 minutes to just kind of jot down some. I think it's great awareness, great enlightenment to have. Even if you maybe don't strive for adding some of that joy into your life that you maybe missed, like it's good to just notice that you were not incorporating it into your life and why. And do you like the reasons why? What hobbies, passions, or dreams have I set aside? And what kind of energy do I want to bring into my life, regardless of my title? Maybe you're a creator, a thinker, a dreamer, someone who loves deep conversations and meaningful experiences, a person who values adventure, freedom, peace, and growth, someone who's resilient, kind, passionate, or curious. You're not just your job. You are not just someone's partner, parent, or caregiver. You're a unique, evolving human being with dreams, desires, and an identity beyond your responsibilities. So, I want to know how you would define yourself with one phrase or maybe an emoji if you want to get creative, that go beyond your current definition of your role or yourself. Like beyond that, if you've gone through the prompts and you've gone through these questions and you're finding like who you really are deep at your core, it would be awesome if you could describe, like, by one word in the comments what that is, or you can use an emoji to describe yourself beyond your roles. And so I hope that this was a good awareness um, exercise, and I hope that it can bring some reflection and some clarity into your roles and you beyond your roles. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and happy Friday. Bye.